We are going to be going from one TVZ to another TVP. I think the only TVP available in this bracket. And we're starting in game number 2 of HonMonO versus Gerald, where HonMonO is currently up 1-0. I am desperate to figure out how that happened. I need to get my hands on this replay.
There's a reason why I love HonMonO is like one of my favorite Korean Terrans.
He's Protoss.
Exactly. He's crazy, pup. He's crazy. There isn't anyone else quite like him, and I can't imagine this player here has faced anyone quite like him either.
I mean, he is from Poland, so...
True. No, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But I guess Ziggy's not in Poland anymore. Regardless, we are now on Cosmic Sapphire, where we jump into this best-of-3 quarterfinal match mid-series. We're in the bottom right-hand corner map, starting all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. We have a blue Protoss player currently down one map in this series. Kind of surprisingly, representing Storm Gaming PSG, he is Gerald.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, we have the South Korean Terran player himself representing Prep Esports. Currently up 1-0 in this best-of-3 series. It is HonMonO, the runner-up of last week.
Oh yeah. Getting there in typical HonMonO style, I should say. Very cheesy, very... He's almost like the Mio Micah of Korean Terran players. I was gonna say of Terran players, but again, Ziggy still exists. So.
Yeah, there's Ziggy, there's Quanta as well, who's his own breed of Terran. There's a handful of Skylar in North America. Let's not forget about let's not forget about the highest Terran in NA.
The highest Terran that exists.
True. Oh my god. And I'm shocked as well here by the result. We were talking about it earlier, and I see someone in the chat as well. Like, Demi has a higher seed than Gerald? Question mark. Like, yeah, Gerald, he's just always been the bridesmaid and never the bride in our tournament series. And this guy just wants to get married, and HonMonO says no. He's
You're not good enough for my daughter.
Oh my god, he's just looking to deny the happy ending. Feels bad, man. And already HonMonO like is in his head because he went for a full wall off to open things up, and he goes for a CC follow-up, and Gerald, he doesn't buy it.
100% HonMonO proxied in game number 1.
100%.
There is no reason for Gerald to be this paranoid, if not for there being a president to be this paranoid.
Yeah, exactly.
Love the mind games.
The other thing to confirm that, by the way, is that after the game, HonMonO was like, "All right, yo, I'm ready for you to jump in," and Geralt was looking at the replay. He was, what happened? What happened here? Ay. Oh god. So yeah, for the time being, Geralt is still in the dark. He still doesn't quite know what is going on. He sees a reactor on this Rax. There we go. We do have the rest of the Marines revealing themselves, but again, the CC is still being still kind of in the dark here for Geralt, and we have a 2-on-1. Oh my god.
Okay. In TVP, you see this every now and then. I think it used to be a lot more. It used to be a lot more common back in around 2018-ish. Fell off a little bit, but I'm glad that we're seeing it back in this particular matchup.
Yeah, exactly. It's not too common here in current meta, and I mean, that's why HonMonO is doing it. Because he's all about just catching you unawares and catching you off guard. Geralt is opening up pretty standard. He's went for a Stargate opener into an Oracle. With this Oracle, he should get across the map, and he should be able to scout everything.
Is it going to be too late at that point, though? Is what I have to wonder.
Yeah, because even though he's going to scout, I mean, we already have the build well underway. We already have so many Marines available. Here we go. Oracle!
Is able to throw down the reveal and is able to confirm, yep, that's a tech lab on the barracks. You are researching. This is 100% some kind of stim push. More likely than not, a 2-1-1.
Exactly. Quickly looking at the vision here for Gerald, he was able to see the second racks, so he's fully aware about the opener of the build. Meanwhile, the medevacs are coming out, and HonMonO is going to be going for his drop. At the same time, Gerald was able to sneak around the Marines and still gets into the mineral line.
Yeah, a number of SCVs are going to go down, but you know how they wouldn't go down, Light? If they were pulled. It's actually zero reaction from HonMonO. He just does not care at all.
Yeah, he's still committed with the drop. He doesn't want to turn around, and this will cost him a lot of workers. This may basically force him all in. Look at the worker disparity right now between our two players. But when it comes to the units, what do we have to defend? We have 5 Stalkers here at the natural base, not quite in the main, as the drop does slip on in.
I tell you what, Stalkers are really good against vanilla Marines, not so much against stimmed Marines, as HonMonO now demonstrates. And these are Stalkers without Blink as well, I've just realized.
Mate, they don't have Blink, and Warp Gate isn't done. What you see is what you get. The production is depowered. We have 2 gateways here, but nothing's being produced.
No. Battery Overcharge will be doing so much to keep these Stalkers alive. And maybe with that, you know, HonMonO got a little bit distracted. Maybe that's enough for Gerald to bounce himself back. A couple of probes are going to go down, but it is nothing compared to the worker despair, compared to the workers. The worker losses. The worker losses sustained by HonMonO. Finally, I got that out.
Yeah, I'll be honest, mate, and here we go. Here comes the rest of the push. The boys are being pulled as well. If it wasn't for that overcharge, it's possible that HonMonO may have won the game then and there. Like, again, the production is just not really here for Gerald. He's trying desperately to try and get another Stalker up and running. Shield batteries are going to keep these gateways up as well. He's immediately replaces that pylon, so Warp Gate will finish.
Yeah, and things aren't looking too bad right now for Gerald, but if we just take a glance at the army supply, the fact that now we have tanks going on, HonMonO is well aware that there's no blink on any of these Stalkers. Tanks are going to do so well against this Protoss army, Light.
Yeah, oh my god, Gerald actually canceled blink and starts charge. He recognizes how desperately he needs an army, but that means, again, he's not going to have any upgrades for his gateway units.
Yeah, trying to get charge is a good idea, but this is too little too late. Now, the boys have been pulled from Gerald, but this is one of the few cases, like, where I think the boys aren't going to be doing too much. I mean, Protoss pulled the boys, and Terran pulled the boys. Terran's going to win, and HonMonO is going to win that series 2-0 in typical HonMonO fashion. That was... I was just hyping up Gerald, Light. In that little break we had where we didn't have a series, I was just talking about how he was the favorite of this week's tournament. And all of a sudden, HonMonO comes in, and he kills the hype entirely. GG. We will have Terran players remaining in this tournament.
GG, well played. The runner-up of last week has returned. HonMonO takes down Gerald. Gerald, we were talking about it. He's the favorite. He's the guy. He's the guy to beat. And he gets beaten. Oh my god.
Wow.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how HonMonO does it.
I really don't know either. It's absolutely... Yeah. I'm trying to wrap my head around all of it, but we didn't get to see game number 1 either, which is, I think, the most regrettable thing about covering this series.
Yeah, that would have been... I would have loved to have covered that, not gonna lie. But GG, well played. Congratulations to HonMonO. My condolences to Gerald. I see Trigger rocking up in the chat as well, talking about how Gerald had forgotten and delayed his own warp gate as well, which kind of led to everything kind of cascading and everything kind of falling the way that it did. So just nothing went right there for Gerald. Bit of a feels bad, man. But a massive win here for HonMonO.
Yeah, absolutely huge. And now things are up in the air once again. There are no clear favorites anymore. Just a handful of players who you would consider to be, who have a little bit of an advantage against the others. Yeah, looking back, I mean, as Trigger is pointing out, as Trigger points out, they delayed Warp Gate as well. I think HonMonO was just really good at getting Gerald's head. We don't know what went on in game number 1, but in game number 2, we could see Warp Gate was delayed. Gerald was scouting every corner of his map just because he was never able to get a scout of the main base of HonMonO. This was, yeah, HonMonO, he cut open Gerald's skull, and he just implanted himself rent-free in there.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's one of those things where it's a little bit bittersweet. Again, you know, Gerald's one day he'll meet the one. You know, he'll. Okay. Oh my god. So GG. Yeah, GG, well played. I'm sure we'll see more of HonMonO soon as we have another quarterfinals match available for us. We are hopping over to Europe.
Yeah.